Okay, I'm back again with this Pac-mania board, and I'm just going to see if I can start trying to figure out what's going on here. So I've got the two boards lined up. This is the newer one. That is the one that's got a little bit of an issue with. I'm just going to do some comparisons between the two, see if we can figure out how things are working on this board. So I think the time has come to start checking the board voltages between them, and also checking for a the logic probe between them. See what I can find out, and also see if the crystals are oscillating, and so on. So I'll probably stop this and bring the other board up and see what we can do. So just to recap this board here, when we put it on, I'm at 4.99 volts. It's close enough. So going from the top, pin 1, am I getting voltage at pin 1? 0.95. Pin 2, 0.87. Pin 3, 0.96. Pin 4, 1.4. Pin 5, which should be earth. Pin 6, 3.3. So 1, 0.95, sorry, 0.095, 0.2, 0.87, pin 3, 0.097, pin 4, 1.3, and then it's 0, and then pin 6, 3.3. And just to do T1, 0, T2, 0, T3, 0, T4, 0. Just for fairness, I'm going to move that onto T3, because that's where I had it a minute ago, which is an earth point, and just tap T1, see if there's any differences. Shouldn't be. All pretty low numbers. 1.3, 3.6, 3.3. So I'm going to click that one over there as well. Nothing. And T4 I'm pretty sure was a nerf. Right, let's see what the other board says. So this is the good game board with let me just check. Yeah, Sony. This has got Sony memory chips, and that's the original Pac-mania that we've got. So let's start this one up. This should boot into the game. Sounds like it is. Yes, it is. This is booting into the game. Let's just check for 5 volts. We've got 4.83 on the connector. On pin 1, test point 1, hardly anything. Test point 2, 0.1, no, should be earth. So here we've got 0.67 and it's jumping around, so that's different. Pin 2 should be at 0.8 and jumping. Pin 3, 0.9, 0.9, pin 4, 1.3 volts. Well, that should be earth. Pin 6, it's 3.1, which is close to what that was. So what I'm going to do now is make a note of those, and I'm going to find my probe and bring that out and start having a look. Right, so I've got the logic probe out. This is connected to the 5 volt line. I'm pretty sure it is. So just to show you how this works, I'm just going to bring this into picture a little bit if I can. There we go. This is the old jammer connector. We've got earth on the end, which gives a low. We've got a high, 5 volts. It gives the high, and if it picks up any data, it will toggle. So when I go through, there we go, as one example now. Both lights are lit. In between, I'm getting that on. A lot of these pins. Both lights are lit up. Low, low, low. So low, 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 low. Okay. So the purpose of this is to look for differences between the boards. Most of the time, both of them are lit. That one's low. That one's both. So what we got here, let me go back to OBS. Desktop with me. Right, what we got here is a picture of all the bits on the board that I've made a note. Now this one here, 117, is the main sub CPU, which is marked, which is can't see it, 133177, that one there, that one there. So I think it's going to be wise for me to go around the chip and see if there's any differences between the two. Okay, so what I've learned so far is the chips around the edges, HD68 AC 9EP, but they are the Hitachi HD68B08EP CPUs running at 8 megs. Those chips, let me get the overhead camera. That chip and the two chips over here are getting warm. I can feel those getting warm as well. The main CPU, sorry, what is that? I think that's sound actually. Yeah, sound. That sound chip is also getting warm. The main CPU is his one. That's not getting warm. This is the good board. They are getting warm. Again, these are CPUs. That's a CPU. No. Cold, warmish. A little bit warm. Coldish. Yeah, a little bit of heat there. What about the other ones? They're warm, Cool. So I am wondering if I could use that as a way of understanding what is working, what isn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write out what gets warm, what doesn't. Right, okay, so I just took a quick break and I'll be making some notes which you won't be able to see very well. Oh, that camera's gone wild. Basically, I've been comparing the two CPU boards. Now this one is the bad CPU board, and I've been touch feeling for heat just to give us some kind of reference to what's going on here. Now this chip is warm and hot. I've got a code warm to hot, WH. You can feel it with the back end of your hand, which is more sensitive. These are very hot. That is also hot. This is also warm hot, as I call it. The memories are a little bit warm, which I think is kind of right. This one here, N1, is the warmest out of this group here. the video chip L2 is a little bit warm, and that one's got a little bit of heat. The processor one cold, but the other board also is cold. So both boards at the moment are matching. So now we've got to get into voltages and results of what the probe brings up, and see what is really happening on the board or not. That's the next stage. So I will come back to you if I find anything. Right, just a quick check on the crystals because I'm running out of ideas at the moment. Yeah, that is pretty good at the moment. That's a 5-volt sine wave there. This should be 3.57. Yeah, so that's correct. That's a 3.57, and there's the 3.57. So that's correct. Okay, so I'm just brushing. I brushed a couple of the pins on that one, on those address lines there, and anything like that. This is the bad board, by the way. It's now in a bit of a reset loop. So that's just some address data which isn't moving much. I can see the amperage is just slightly going up and down between the two voltages. In the reset loop. The other guy said there's a watchdog on this somewhere. So on the reset line on that chip, I get it climbing. I get it down and comes up. You can hear it on the speaker. Click, click. Off. On. Off. On. Off. On. On the other one, this one's staying high on the reset pin. This one is jumping all over the place on V6. On this one, I'm jumping between 5 and down. Okay, so just continuing on, I just put it on that one. There's no address line data on that one, but on the corner one here, that was staying relatively calm. Doing something. That one on W6, which I believe links to the 117 CPU chip. I know I've already done this, but I just thought I'd try it again. I've just put that chip in from the working board. It's got a kind of no shine to it, just to see if anything boots, because I was getting some interesting results on there, and it doesn't. I wasn't expecting it to. I've already done all of this, but we had some reboot loops, and I was just curious. So I'm still messing about with this reset line. I'm probing this one, and that's going up and down, low, then high, low, high. This one is staying high. This one is going doing its thing. So I am getting resetting. I'll take that off. Just rest it on top. There, really getting anything out of that. If I try and rest that on there, be careful here. On that one, yeah, that's what I get. And on that one, similar. So that's interesting. The reset line on the left chip is jumping. So if I go from cold boot, all the reset lines are high. Just check to make sure I've got the right pin. Yep, that's high. That's high. And that's high. Okay. And my notes say reset was high on the 177. I believe the reset line goes low once it starts. Don't know if this is stupid or not, but I just took that chip out and booted it up. Low. Reset line is now, and that one there is low. And 1, 2, 3. Toggling. That one's toggling. Okay, so just trying the other side to see if that works on these. Ooh, that was close. So on the reset line, it's still high. These are high, and that's high. Okay. So no feather forward. I had started thinking about maybe bending that pin out and just seeing if it'll boot without that pin. It doesn't sound, might sound stupid, I don't know. Oh, these are different. 6K1 and 2J1s. Slightly different on the number there, but I don't know if that makes any difference. Whoa! This here has caught my attention now. The 74LS173. There's 3 of them in the line. This turns out to be a full bit D-type register with 3 state outputs. That's caught my eye now. Don't know much about that one. I'm getting results from all 3, as in toggling and stuff. But on the bad board, I'm not getting anything from D3. Right, so what else have I done? I've just spotted the D3 problem there. That could be not related at all. Here is the bad board. Yeah, they're all identical. Be nice just to have one to drop on top, but I'm just having a look at the pins underneath, where they go. Maybe they're mounted on the top. Oh, I'm bleeding. Oh dear. I'm not totally sure where the pins go on that one. That could have absolutely nothing to do with it, and this whole thing is still in a reset state. I'm not 100% certain at the moment. As I say, I've only been examining these around here. This is CPU. I've had a look at that one. I've had a look at the sound related, that one. I've had a look at that. I did swap them over again. Didn't make any difference. I have swapped them all backwards and forwards again. I did do some soldering on the edge connector here because I thought there might be a weak one there because I'm getting a little bit of ghosting on the probe. Don't know. So I think for today I'm going to call it a day. And thanks for tuning in, and hopefully I'll get there in the end. I might have to now reach out and get some help.